So welcome to Mic Check.
What up, though? Hey,
What up, though?
I'm the DJ.
You know I'm the MC, but I make beats too. You know I've been dipping and diving in a little production. You know, I got some stuff coming. I got some stuff I'm working on.
I've been rapping too,
You know.
man. I'm kind of cold with that shit too, man. Like,
It's the Dawn here
Yeah, and it's
with
the
my
funk
man.
over here. You know, the funk.
Then we got
Jamiko.
There he is.
got our guest appearance. We're gonna start this episode off. We talking about the classic hip hop solo rookie freshman albums from 86 to 90. That's a five-year spread, right? 5 years. I don't know if anything on the wheel is 86 though. I think everything is really 87 to 90. I don't think nothing.
87 to 90.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on the wheel. So let's go down. We're gonna start off with Slick Rick once again. Slick Rick, the greatest adventures of Slick Rick.
There we go. I got
Then
it.
we got next. We got
I
Eric
see it
D.
now.
Rakim, Paid in Full.
And then the Diggy Diggy Doc, No One Can Do It Better.
Yeah, followed up with Public Enemy, Yo, Bum Rush the Show.
And then we got Kane over there. Looking, Kane had a cool album cover right there. But we got Big Daddy Kane, Long Live the Kane.
Classic 87 release right there. And then we got Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted.
Hey, he was cold on that album cover too, man. We got to do album covers one day.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Next, we got Cool G Rap and DJ Polo, The Road to the Riches.
Classic, man. Boy, I tell you that. And then they got KRS Ones and Scott LaRock, Criminal Minded. Heavy 86, 87 release. 87.
Yeah, that's a dark album cover too. These album covers cold.
Right.
Then we got Fresh Prince, now known as Will Smith. So we put him up in there. He was banging in the late 80s. And DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah, he
Rock
was.
the house.
You know, with Girls of the World Ain't Nothing But Trouble and all of that, right? So you next up, we got after that, we got Heavy D and the Boys Living Large. That's when he had kicked in the door with the Overweight Lovers in the House. Remember that?
Yeah. And Mr. Big Stuff. I had that album. Straight up, I did.
86.
That album. And then
Again, I didn't realize.
Didn't realize what?
Teddy Riley was on that. Overweight Lovers in the House. He was on that one too.
Yeah.
That's when we're going to dip and dive in that production later on. And then last we got LL Cool J. Bad. No, not bad. Radio.
No, that's Radio.
Bad
Radio.
second one. I'm thinking about Bad. Bad.
That motherfucker there.
Although Bad was probably Bad.
That
Bad
album
was his biggest one, bro.
Yeah.
That changed the game. I ain't gonna lie. That album changed the game too.
Yeah.
The radio with the hard beats, all 808 thumps. Oh my God.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off this battle to see the who's gonna be or get the most votes, the last one standing. How are we gonna do it? We got an hour on the board here, and then it's gonna be, I guess, a cliffhanger to be continued. Or whatever. But I think I got my pick. I do got my pick on here, and I do got the first that's gonna go too, maybe.
It's hard for me to pick my one on there though, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, let it rip, bro.
Let's go. I don't know where that came from.
Whoa.
But hey, so we got Criminal Minded.
Look where they landed.
Criminal Minded.
Yeah, Criminal Minded. KRS One. Versus who we gonna beat?
Oh, no one can do it better. Damn.
No one can do it better, DOC. No one.
That's
DOC.
That's a hell of a battle right there on the strip, just on the strip.
So we gonna let the guests go because
yeah. Miko, you first in line, man. You know, as the red
So
carpet guest
between-
here on Mic Check, you know.
So hold on. Between DOC and BDP, right?
Right.
BDP, man, because that was like one of my favorite albums, bro. BDP.
All right. Here it is. You see, you witnessing a man torn at this particular point because both of those albums for me got equal amount of heavy rotation. But what I can say about that is, for me, DOC's album hit me and grabbed me by the collar as soon as I heard it.
yeah.
That BDP album, it took me a minute, but then it grabbed me by the collar on a delay tip. So
I'm still trying to figure out how did that take you a minute on that one.
I you know what? I don't know. And I think about that all the time, but it just, at first, like I say, I was like, Poetry was the first one that got me, aside of the singles. You know what I mean? I always feel bad when I gotta choose. But I'm going DOC, man. I'm going DOC just because he grabbed me by the collar first. There was no delay.
Oh, I see. On your first hear.
Yeah.
Your
on
first
my
listen.
hit, I was like, whoa, shit, what? You know what I'm saying?
That was because of that. Well, that was because of Dre's production too.
Absolutely. You know,
Well, it is what it is.
yeah.
Hey,
Definitely love the griminess of the BDP album, though. You know what I'm saying? That just goes.
so we talking about albums though too. So remember, we talking about classic albums. We ain't necessarily talking about MC. You know what I mean? Yeah, DOC. That was a banger.
There's so many things you can say about both albums. That, matter of fact, that's gonna be part of the cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna really be diving off deep into a lot of these.
Man, I may feel bad, man. I may feel bad with DOC. I don't know. That was a banger, man. I know it can do it better, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Hey, so you say DLC? No.
Man, you say so? You say DOC? You say DOC, Swift? That's what you say?
Yeah.
DOC.
Miko say BDP. I say DLC.
See, but we saying DOC know it can do it better against BDP, Criminal Minded. So it's album against album, not necessarily.
Songs.
Can you separate the two, or can you separate album and album? I guess that's what we doing though. That's the name of the show.
To be honest with you, this is a
The objective of the show.
This is a difficult to separate as far as just total
This album.
compensations of both of the albums. Jeez, this is hard.
So we basing it just on total collective everything about it. The artist, the album, the production, the whole nine, the impact, all of that. That's what we doing, right?
Yeah.
That's what we at.
Yeah.
And then you got to look at the impact.
I still gotta
that
go
BDP
with PDB. I still gotta
the impact that BDP made with that first album, plus the fact that it was a good album. You know,
Damn
both
good
albums great. Both albums are great.
Right.
DOC made his impact on the West Coast as a great solo lyricist MC, you know, with a great production behind him and a great themed album. So
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to say it, but I gotta go with I gotta go with DOC.
Guess I'm the decision breaker. We've been on this for a minute. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead, man. I'm gonna go ahead, man, and
Just call it, man.
DOC. I'm going
DOC.
with No One Can Do It Better. Yeah, that was a dope album, man.
Damn.
That was a dope album.
Yeah, that was killer.
I'm surprised I'm saying that over Criminal Minded, but them two against each other.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm torn because the reason why I'm torn because Dre's production at that time, could nobody mess with him at that time. Because remember, he was really starting to get into his prime based off that album. Because that album came before 100 Miles and Running. That came before that, right?
Exactly. Right. That's correct.
So I always thought, now, well, I can agree with y'all. The reason why I understand why y'all chose them. When you listen to 100 Miles and Running and that album back to back, you can see the prelude of the DOC album into the 100 Miles an Hour, 100 Miles and Running album.
Mm-hmm.
It was a prelude to that album, as far as production.
Yeah, Dre was always
Yeah. That's why I am
Top
today.
notch.
Tomorrow, mate. I don't know, man. That's a hard one. All right, let's.
It's still hard, even though I'm
keep it
torn.
moving.
You know, I'm like,
Let's keep it moving.
right.
Keep it moving.
man, you got to get
I
that
don't know,
virtual
that's
black
silly
Vanna
music,
White.
you know.
You got to get that virtual black Vanna Black up there, bro.
Oh.
So we got LL. I keep want to say I'm bad. LL Radio.
Yeah.
It better be
Ready.
slick.
Cool G.
That bad boy is not slowing
G
down.
Road to the riches.
Whoa.
Oh man,
Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna go first on this one, right?
yeah, you do.
Hey, duh. All right. Lyricism.
I know who you gonna pick.
Cool G
I
rap.
already know you gonna pick.
Cool G rap. I mean, he always, of course, blazing the mics to this day. LL the same thing. LL took us out of the Yes Yes Y'all era.
And expanded it.
Production-wise.
He expanded the Yes Yes Y'all era. He took it to a different level.
Yeah. And production wise, both albums were good. They were great. I think a harder production is LL's because it was just
Yes.
straight
Yes.
street 808 grime to it, and it was the super 808 banger.
Matter of
Gotta
fact,
go with
didn't
LL
Rob,
Radio.
didn't Rob Power engineer that album? I think he did. Out of,
Probably did.
Out of the factory. What's it? The factory out of New York.
Very, very possible. I had to look that up, you know.
Rob Power is like one of the top engineers in the game.
Who you say, Meek?
I say LL all day, bro. I can't even, now don't get me wrong, I respect Ronnie Mall. That's the only reason why I really listened to Polo and Boy was because of Marley Marl.
Yeah.
Remember, that was a big movie. The Juice Crew was the shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Cold Chiller and the Juice Crew.
Absolutely.
Cool G, man. He was an MC, man.
Yeah, he
I
was an
wanna say-
MC.
Him and Kane was the two strongest
Yes, they were.
out of the Juice Crew. Craig G was too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hey, Master Ace, I got two. But so you say
Oh,
two.
absolutely.
LL got two. LL got two. I'm
I
gonna
gotta get LL because that debut album can't nothing touch that, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
That was a hell of a debut album.
Yeah.
The closest thing, like you said, the closest thing probably would be Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted. That's the close as far as debut album. Even though Ice Cube was already famous prior to that.
That's a damn good matchup, though. You know?
Yeah, that was.
I mean, both of them
got on the
albums were
next,
groundbreaking
down
albums
LL.
at the time they came out.
Yeah.
You gotta think about this. Radio that was what opened the doors for Def Jam to really start signing a lot of people. Was LL. They really wrote off the back of LL.
Oh, for sure.
When he was the first idol. He was the first artist. Even though Russell was managing other artists on different labels, but he was really his first artist as far as Rick Rubin and his imprint, as far as Def Jam's imprint.
Absolutely, yeah. LL was that guy, 85, 86, all of that, you know.
I really rocked the bells, man. When I first heard Rock the Bells, like, come on, man. You know.
Right.
Rock the Bells. Like, come on, man. Like that was
With the percussions in the background, dude.
When I heard I Need a Beat and You'll Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. Man. LL.
I mean, that's when hip hop was more. But when you say hip hop was more innocent back there, as far as the newness of it.
Yeah, it was fresh.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah.
It was just that was the
fresh.
whole part. It was like, oh man, it was new. It was.
I mean, if we can go back to that era, man, hip hop, that would do hip hop justice today. Because this shit we got today, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Oh yeah,
I
man.
don't. I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I can listen to certain cats.
So you look at what we got left on here. Let's see who's gonna see what's gonna be next. It's a couple of.
It's gonna be Paid in Full, and I bet Paid in Full coming up on this one.
Heavy D and the boys.
Oh.
Just the big stuff.
Oh, that's not good.
Overweight
oh
Lover.
My God,
Heavy D.
that's a classic album.
Yeah, hey, I had that album.
What's
Straight
it
up.
called?
Yes.
That was another classic album, though.
Mr. Big Stuff against. Oh man,
Well,
Did it stop?
yeah. Eric B.
I
and
called
Rakim
it.
paid in full.
I called it. I called. I said Rakim was coming up somewhere. It just ain't fair that it's against the Overweight Lover, man. That ain't fair. Now don't get me wrong. Heavy D was a good lyricist, but when you look at him, he's a good lyricist for a different type of sound. Then you got to go to Rakim. Rakim was more of a thought-provoking hip-hop rap, as far as rapping. Then you go back to Heavy D. Heavy D was the fun big guy, because that's the only thing he could really play on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he couldn't be a conscious big guy. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't. It wouldn't look right. So he had to play on his big weight, in which the Fat Boys opened the door for that. They was the one that opened the door for him.
Yeah, man, Heavy D, that living large won't be ever.
With them Coca-Cola sweaters in that video. Oh man, come on. Man, I rushed out and I went out, and I didn't like Coca-Cola. I was a Pepsi man, but when I seen them sweaters, I went and got me a sweater, bro.
Yeah.
So what you say, Meek? You say Eric B. and Rakim or Living Large?
Man, come on, dude. That album, man, was remixed by European producers around the world. Remember when they got a hold to some of them tracks off that album? Man, gotta go back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, come on, man. This is a no-brainer with this one. And for people out there that's listening, do your homework. Heavy D still had, we had all
Man.
type of MCs. All type
He was
of
the party
big,
guy. He was
skinny.
the live R&B cat, Yeah.
But I think hip hop ain't no joke. So when you up against the R, you can't. Yeah, the funniness will never win over somebody that said I ain't no joke. So you gotta be like what you mean? All right, when all of the fun and games and the partying and then all.
I
of
mean,
that
come
is said
on,
and
man.
done.
When you seen Rakim rap, I ain't no joke. You gotta think about his facial features. He had a snarl nose like a bull. Think about it.
Yeah, you can't do
I ain't
that.
no joke.
It's paid in full all day. So
For sure.
paid in full
That
get
was 2
3,
weeks.
just like
That was 2 weeks.
radio get 3. So what we're gonna have to do on this last one, whatever 2 come out, right? We're gonna have to do a 3-way. The lesser of the last 3, then those 2 about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Process of
Hey,
elimination.
real quick, let me get my official. I'm gonna slam the gavel and say, paid in full between Heavy D and the boys and Eric B. and Rakim. Love Heavy D, R.I.P. and all of that, but paid in full was,
So what we got? So Swift got
We
paid
got 1,
in full,
2,
so that's
3,
3
4,
paid in
5.
full. So hey, Rakim did, kind of blew his battle out like LL blew out
What is that?
Cool G.
I'm thinking I could turn this wheel, man. My bad.
Let's do it.
Looking like I'm about to turn the wheel.
Let's see what this last 2 going. Okay. Big Daddy Kane. Long
It's
live.
gonna stop on Kane. Kane coming up,
Long
bro.
live the Kane.
Yep. Told you, Kane coming up.
Long live
BDP.
Kane against who?
BDP.
BDP went off.
Not BDP. BEP. Watch. P.
Nah.
Ooh,
Fresh
you
Prince.
can't go. Ooh. Oh, come on, man. Let's make this quick, fast, and simple. I'm got first on this one.
Go ahead and do your thing, bro.
Oh man, come on. BDK all day. Stop it. Oh no. This is dog. We gotta come up with a better list, though. This ain't fair. Come on, dude.
I mean,
next up.
Hey, Swift, you take it. You wanted the Fresh Prince on there. What you
Oh man.
hey, Prince did his thing on that album, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but yeah, you right, man. I'ma say on this one here.
Warm it up, Swift.
You know,
warm it up, Swift. Warm it up, Swift.
We gotta go. The one called the Big Daddy Kane. You know, hey, dude was mad raw. And by the way, the single version of Raw, as opposed to the album version,
was way better. Was way better.
It was.
Matter of fact, it was 2 minutes more. It was 2 minutes longer, wasn't it? It was 2 minutes longer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think, man, when I first heard just that beat, even like go to the, I know No Half Stepping was the, what they played the most, but really,
right.
When you hit it, when I first heard that, man, I saw that video, I was like, oh man, this is hip hop is just the most wonderful thing of ever, man.
Man,
when I saw that, man, when it came on, I was like, dang, like little, the Marley did his thing on that one. Rap stepping to me. They want to get some. But I'm the king, so we know the outcome. Yeah.
But you know what's sad? We didn't get the Will didn't do it. I thought the Will was gonna go Rakim versus BDK, man. It didn't happen.
Hey, it may happen on the next round.
Yes,
because them two are like a coin, two different sides of a coin, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So right. since we had an odd number on the wheel, we got 3 left.
Very odd.
So you got Slick Rick, The Adventures of Slick Rick, BDP, Bum Rush the Show, Ice Cube, America's Most.
Oh wow!
This is a process of elimination. I hate to tell you this, bro.
So we can do it either way. We can either do spin it and get the 2, and whoever get the most votes for the 2 hit the last one that's left. We can do it that way.
That's a good idea, actually. What'd you say, Chris? What you think?
I think that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier.
Even though it's still about to be a hard one. Bum Rush the Show. Okay.
But Hank Shockley was on there too, right?
Who?
Hank Shockley and his brothers was on there too, wasn't he?
On Bum Rush the Show?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did they produce that album? Or?
Yes, sir.
Dang. That album really don't sound like the later albums. That's what's weird.
Yeah. That means the next band, but yeah. We gonna have to put the sophomore albums on here next. All right, so we got Slick Rick.
It's gonna be
Slick
cute.
Rick.
Oh,
The Adventures of Slick Rick.
That is not fair.
So whoever gets the most votes on here, man, remember, whoever gets the most votes is gonna go against America's Most.
Okay. Let me see. PE first album versus Slick Rick first album.
Yeah.
Wow. This is real heavy, man.
Peace. What up, Marley?
What up, though?
What up, though? What up, though, man? I'm glad to see you here with the red carpet entrance.
Man.
Man.
I was in the lab. I was getting my edit on. You know how I go.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. You was working.
Damn, dude. I'm on this. Okay. We on this last little this battle thing here, man, which is we going all freshman day, freshman albums from 86 to 90. And the current one that we're on is Public Enemy, Yo Bum Rush the Show versus The Great Adventures of Slick Rick.
I'm gonna say P because of the social relevance, but Slick Rick brought some storytelling that we had never heard before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Very tough, man.
The concept and the objective of the show is to teach people out there, put them up on the history of, different, things that's going on and went on in the golden age. But then
she
also
was only
put a little,
in the Madman's
battle, entertainment to it. But then, so album for album though, Marley, which one would you go with?
I mean,
like put them two in the ring.
Oh, they so different. They so
way different.
That's like comparing Kareem and Jordan. You know what I'm saying? They so different.
Same thing. Who would you go? Who would you go to in the clutch? Who would you go to in the clutch? Kareem or Jordan?
I mean, I gotta go MJ.
So who would you go to in the clutch? P.E. Yo Bum Rush the Show or Slick Rick? The Adventures of Slick Rick.
Ruler.
Nah, Yo Bum Rush the Show. That's not Fight the Crowd. That's Don't Believe the Hype and all that, right?
That's the one before that.
This is the very first album.
This
their debut album.
With my 98 Oldsmobile, you got sophisticated bitch. Yeah.
Time bomb.
Yeah.
And one.
My Uzi weighs a ton.
Yeah.
Shit, damn.
So, I mean, if we talking about radio ability, I gotta go Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because that second PE album was just hit after hit. They had like about 5 singles on that, didn't they?
Yeah. Damn near 6, almost 6.
And Slick Rick, but first album he was
dude. Slick Rick was everywhere when that album came out. It blew up.
Children's Story, that was first album, right? Children's Story.
Yeah, that's on Great Adventures.
See, I mean, he brought a level of storytelling that we had never really heard before.
Treat him like a prostitute.
Man, right, Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, men have made you.
Oh my God.
That nigga time not long. Real slow.
Lost man.
Teenage Love.
Can't let they all too good. What? Come on, man.
Hey Young World.
Whoa. Hey Young World on that first album too?
Yeah.
Man, see, you just said it. That was back to back. Did you hear how many singles you just ran off?
Yeah. Like
back to back.
Young World is one of my favorite rap songs ever. So
yeah, it is. It's one of my favorites too.
Hey, but check this out. I'm gonna do mine real quick. I'm gonna answer this in 2 ways because this is again a man that's torn, right? I gotta go in terms of initial impact between the 2 albums. I gotta say Slick.
Yeah, all day.
But
hey,
where I was at,
think about this. Before Slick Rick first album came out, I remember when I was like, 12 when Lottie Dottie came out, some shit, and so you know what I'm saying, which we had never heard that shit before neither. Yeah. And then for him to drop that album after Lottie Dottie.
Yeah.
I mean, PE, really, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember nothing about PE first album. I ain't know nothing about PE first album until their second album came out.
I'm rolling with Slick Rick. But where I was,
you know what?
A little bit more.
Go ahead and write me down. Go ahead and write me down for that. I got to roll with Slick on that one, on that first one. Because my second album,
I got a funny cool. You gonna pick the other?
Yeah. Well, so that's what. So that's you say what's what?
Yeah, I'm rolling with Slick on this one.
Slick Red.
I got to roll with Slick.
Me 3.
Yeah.
Me
well,
three.
man, you know.
I said the same thing because we got to go to impact. I'm not saying PE they were very, very impactful, but it was a small margin of the population impactful. Slick Rick was more broad because he had the big machine behind him called Def Jam. Def Jam promoted PE, but they promoted PE better on their second album than they did their first album.
I'm gonna go with PE, man, just to put him in the
I told you he was going to be the GOAT
for the next round. That still was a classic.
I remember the niggas. Them niggas was like, now here's what I want y'all to do for me. Yes. What? Dog? Man, they don't do it like that.
He rolled off of that first album.
Boy.
Yup.
So the rule, we came up with the rule. So Cube, America's Most is he's last on here. So we said whoever got the most votes will go against America's Most.
Whoa.
So Slick Rick.
America's Most Wanted low key changed my life a little bit. So we got you know what I'm saying?
We go down the line. We can go down the line, to say so I'm about to put the whoever had the most votes back in. But so Marley, of course, you say Cube against
you putting the wheel back up?
Yeah, so he said Cube over Slick Rick.
Oh,
well, we ain't talking about MCs. We talking about albums. We talking about albums. We talking about albums.
We ain't talking about MCs, right? We just talking about
albums. Freshman album.
I gotta put him over Slick Rick because that Slick Rick album, he has some singles on there, but it was not a front to backer. I think America's Most Wanted was a front to back album. Like just no fast forward. Every record on there was shit to me.
Yeah.
Like I said, that album changed my life a little bit. Just a little bit.
That album made me question society as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but thinking like this, he said, what's the opening line? Coop, say it. What's that opening line?
He said, I heard payback a motherfucking nigga.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm going to say between them two, I'm going to have to go with America's Most Wanted because it grabbed me by the collar off rip.
We had never heard nothing like that, dog. Man, go back to when I was 15 when that album came out, bro. I mean, I had never heard no shit like that before, ever. Man. That man was putting his life on the line saying the shit that he was saying.
Yeah, he did.
But you got to remember something too. He was hungry.
Yeah. But here's the thing too about Cube, right? And I always say this, and I sometimes get resistance from it. Cube won that beef by default.
Yeah, he did.
Because he wrote everybody's stuff except for Ren and the stuff that DOC wrote. So when he
murdered them niggas to me. He
murdered them, and they didn't. I mean, Ren wasn't a strong enough writer to go up against Cube. You know what I mean? Ren was dope in his own right and all of that. But
Ren had some key moments though.
Yeah, he did, definitely.
So I'm gonna go with, of course, but no, go ahead. I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass the mic. So who you got? Nico.
I got to do America's Most Wanted, bro. I got to leave Slick on this one. Slick, you by yourself.
Yeah.
I gotta go America's Most Wanted on that too.
Yeah, he's still on the next round. He's still in the next round though. Cause that's. I'm gonna go with America's Most. Of course. But I still I picked PE on the last one just to put him back on. Slick Rick got that events to Slick Rick, man. That's a banger.
Yeah,
I don't like to feel like I'm put in a rut by a young nigga. You need to pull his pants up.
Oh yeah. Hey, so we're gonna move it along. So you look at the wheel now. So whoever got some votes moved on to the next round. So we got Ice Cube. Of course, we just talked about that, America's Most Wanted. Then we got Criminal Minded, KRS-One. He had a vote. We got Rakim, Airbnb, and Rakim Paid in Full. We We got Yo Bum Rush the Show, PE, Chuck D, LL Cool J Radio, Big Daddy Kane, Long Live the Kane.
Jamal, you do
DOC.
realize all these are debuts.
Yeah, these are all debuts.
I mean,
All debuts. 86
LL's
through 90.
first album, bro, changed my life a little bit too. Straight up.
We got
Radio changed my life a little bit, man. Straight up. Radio changed my life a little bit.
We got DOC. No one can do it better.
Right,
Of
right.
course, we just had Slick Rick. The Adventures of Slick Rick. So we doing the process of elimination.
Damn, y'all got some tough ones up there. I don't like making these type of decisions, bro.
So once again, if we use the analogy about sports, we know we got different NBA players throughout the history of the NBA. But who would you go to? Who would you go to in the clutch? Who would you want on your team? So it's the same with these albums. Which one would you go to in the clutch? So we're gonna go ahead and spin this wheel to see who the first two gonna be. We got like 10 minutes or so left, and then we'll have a cliffhanger on the next episode. Let's do it.
Yeah, it is.
Let me get some music with this wheel, man. All right, we're gonna start off with Slick Rick on this. We're gonna start off with Slick Rick.
The ruler.
The ruler's back.
That's we talk about albums that affected the soundtrack of my childhood, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like picking what your favorite child is. You know what I'm saying?
That's the beauty of hip hop, though. That's gonna shine this light on hip hop even more. All right, we're gonna see.
Damn.
Criminal Minded, KRS-One. So we talking about Criminal Minded. Boom, here's the track list on Criminal Minded.
You got
Came out in 86.
Illegal Business Control America.
Poetry, South Bronx, 9mm Goes Bang, Word from our sponsor, Elementary, Dope Beat, Remix for the P is Free, The Bridge is Over, Super Ho, Criminal Minded.
Bridge is over.
Oh, dude, I'm going with BDP, man. I gave you my answer already. BDP, bro.
I
forgot about that track. I gotta leave Slick out of this one, bro.
What'd you say, Jamal?
I mean, so you know what? As you was quoting them lyrics, one of y'all, it makes me realize that MCs back then, they were all storytellers. These niggas don't still.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
So,
Yeah, true.
it's tough because Love's Gonna Get You, nigga. That was a story, dog.
That was on his other album. That was on
That wasn't on his first album.
That was on a Blueprint.
No, that was on a Blueprint album.
That was the Blueprint.
Okay.
Jay-Z and his still entitled.
So this a hard one. So now we can't necessarily go with the MC overall because we just doing a solo battle freshman album against each other.
Right.
What makes this decision is tough. I'm gonna tell you what really makes this decision
so
tough.
this show is gonna make us really critically think, like break it down. Like, okay, so albums like put off the longevity of the MC, so solo album.
I mean, man. I gotta go with BDP. I'm leaving it there.
BDP.
Criminal Minded.
I'm still
It
rolling
was
with
so
you.
raw.
Still
It
rolling
was
with
so
you.
raw.
Still rolling with you.
No. You got the verses. We doing verses.
So the Slick Rick against Criminal Minded. So the Adventures of Slick Rick against Criminal Minded. So we spin the wheel, do the battles, the process of elimination. Which one is gonna be the last solo freshman album standing from 86 to 90?
Who you got, Jamal?
I
pick mine.
You say KRS. Okay, Jamal.
Yeah,
you still on Slick Rick?
Slick
Okay.
Rick and Criminal Minded. Slick Rick. Damn. Dog, y'all killing me right now. Man.
In the clutch.
Y'all killing me right now.
I know why you leaning towards Slick. I know why. It ain't just because of the songs.
I mean, but like what KR, what BDP was doing was so important, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was. It was a groundbreaking album.
Slick Rick blew my mind, and he just Slick Rick entertained me. KRS educated me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So it's almost like, damn, that's come on, just can y'all come back to me right quick?
Poetry.
Y'all come back, like, just give me like 90 seconds, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All
okay, Swift, you up?
I'm gonna say, okay, Slick Rick and BDP.
Yeah.
He about to be.
I already know what he about to say.
So I get we got it. All right, so this got to say the album since this is the battle. So the album name. So Criminal Minded versus The Adventures of Slick Rick.
I mean, y'all got to realize that, you know, all of us, you know what I'm saying? You know, so niggas is, you know, it's dangerous to fuck around. You niggas don't want to lose their hip hop card and shit, because I know y'all record. You know what I'm saying? So
hell no, dude.
I ain't trying to just rush and give, you know what I'm saying?
So for the record, every album that's in here is a classic. That's why it's in here.
Yeah, right.
There's no diss. It's no. At the end of the day, it's no. It's almost, you know, for the sake of being an honor to be picked. You know, because we can put any solo freshman MC in here from that time period, but they a lot of people.
Okay. If I'm gonna go Slick Rick and BDP, I gotta go Slick Rick.
Damn, you brave, dude.
I'm you know what? I'm saying that because, and I'm being.
So the Adventures of Slick Rick over Criminal Minded.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. Hold on.
So can the rulers back? Let's take the second song from
I'm not choosing that. You know what?
The rulers back over
BDP. Fuck it, BDP. I made my decision.
Thank you. That's why I asked you. But I know why you was conflicted. I get it, bro.
Yeah. Because I gotta choose. Importance over entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
See, you hit the head. You hit the nail on the coffin. That's the problem. Slick Rick was more entertainment than actually significant.
And who would I say? Who would I say between the two?
Who you got, Swift?
I'm gonna go with damn, see, man. Here,
man, don't do that, dude.
Stop, dude.
Stop. You missed you like raw sound. I mean, BDP was the personification of raw.
Absolutely.
As far as that production.
Yeah.
I mean, that was low-fi. If you listen to that CD right now, it's still low-fi.
Damn.
I mean, serious.
You know what? I feel bad either way, but I'm gonna go BDP as well. I'm gonna go BDP.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Going BDP.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
What does it all mean? What does it all mean?
Young world.
All right, so we got KRS-One, Criminal Minded over I ain't even say mine. I'm almost like how Marley said, man, because Slick Rick, man, the Adventures of Slick Rick, man, my freshman year in college, man, that was a banger.
Yeah, man.
And I was getting into a little consciousness, but I was just a freshman at Central State.
When you in college, man, you party.
But that KRS-One, Criminal Minded, man, when you really listen to poetry in South Bronx and the bridge is over, it's like, come on.
South Bronx.
That's like, man. Yeah, you can't. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm about to go with Criminal Minded, man. Slick Rick made it to the second round. He not gonna make it to the third.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about Slick Rick? Slick Rick wasn't the most lyricist rapper, but because of that production and the way his storytelling was in line with that style, the way he talked, because he was a Brit. Man, it sold us hands down. That's the problem, because even though he wasn't an R. Kelly, wasn't a Big Daddy Kane, wasn't none of these cats, but he's standing up against these motherfuckers. That's what's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, he made it to the, the Adventures of Slick Rick made it to the second round. All right, we're gonna do another round. Let's see who we got going on this one. It's getting tougher and tougher. Getting tougher and tougher. So we got Big Daddy Kane, Long Live the King.
Oh,
I should have removed
I just know that nigga Kane was like,
Right.
We talking for once again. We talking like 9th, 10th grade.
Stop.
In the 80s, I was considered dark skinned. You know what I'm saying?
No, hold on, dog. Hold on. Can we like do this? Can we take this to the next day, dude? Because this ain't fair. Let's all do some homework before we make a decision on this one. I'm being serious, dude.
So it's getting harder and harder, brother.
I was hoping that these two would not be versus at all. They're the coin. They're two sides. They're two different sides.
So
of
we
the
got
coin.
Rakim Paid in Full versus
Oh no! Don't
Big
do
Daddy
that.
Kane, Long
Don't
Live.
do that.
I told you.
Don't do that.
Told you, dude. Literally, can we
Don't
part
fucking
2 on
do
this
that.
shit tomorrow, bro? Come on.
That's
man.
bullshit. That's bullshit. Don't do that.
No, I'm being serious, Coop, because I need to listen to some shit tonight.
That's
bro.
bullshit.
Seriously.
That's
Now
bullshit.
I gotta do Big Daddy King. I did I did.
No, man.
It was
Nah,
months
dog.
between the
Don't do that.
releases of both of them albums.
Don't do that, dog.
Months.
Don't do
Wait a
that.
minute, stop.
Yeah.
You said months.
Yeah, between Paid in
You
Full
sure?
and it was
Let me see the
87.
release date.
Don't do
87.
that. That's bullshit. That is sacrilege what you're doing right now, bro.
Long Live the
That's
King was
fucking
88.
That's sacrilege.
Oh, right. What am I thinking? I'm thinking it came out 87.
I
Raw
was
came
thinking,
out.
I'm looking like, what is you talking about? Right. Raw came out long before this first album came out, like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And once again, we talking about album
That's
versus
sacrilege, bro. That's
Album
that's
for
sacrilege.
album.
That's so
I gotta go.
album for album.
I gotta go. Okay, album for album.
You
Big
sure?
Rakim Paid in Full versus Big Daddy Kane.
Bro, you
Long
answered
Live
that
the
too
King.
quick, bro. You ain't did your. Did you put that in your head and really think about that before you said what you just said?
Yeah, man. I mean,
I don't think you did,
Kane's
bro.
album was great. It was great. I feel bad with all these, man, when I got to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? For joints that I was rocking equally tough, but you know, when you look at overall album, like the whole total package.
I know why you did that. I know why.
Versus my own personal like.
Mm-hmm.
But you
know what I'm
chose
saying?
your personal like over. No, you chose your personal on this one. I can tell. Because if you really looked at both of them albums, Kane had way more play on the other side than that album did.
Let's check out
Paid
the
in
track.
Full.
Paid like what? 6, 7 records?
I would say it was the whole album minus the Chinese arithmetic and
That was a short ass album. He didn't think it has.
Yeah, it was. It was only running
Yeah.
time was what, under 30 minutes, wasn't it? The whole
That
album ran up to 32 minutes.
Mixtape.
That was a short ass album. Kane had what 12 tracks almost?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, 10. Okay.
Got Long Live the King.
Well, back then, this before CD came into play. Everybody started putting throwaways on 17 track albums.
Yeah.
I gotta get at the Rakim though. I gotta get at the Rakim.
yeah, man.
I gotta get at the Rakim.
Paid in Full.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta get it paid in full. Yep.
Yeah. So Paid in Full was yeah, so
Anybody
Paid in Full
had-
had 10 tracks. It had 10 tracks. 10 tracks. It was 10 songs on Paid in Full.
I gotta give it
They
to
both had 10 songs.
They both had 10.
So what
So
you say,
I'm,
Pete?
I'm like,
Yeah.
doing it with the R or fucking with the Asiatic. I don't even know.
No, doing it with the R was
Damn,
on the
it's
second
difficult.
album, Follow the Leader.
He just saying it just
Ugh.
in that
Oh
way.
yeah.
Just in general, bro. Damn, that's why I wanted y'all to leave this on hold to tomorrow, bro.
This would be the
I'm being
last
serious,
one.
dude.
This would be the cliffhanger when
Damn.
you know.
I'm just thinking about who changed my life for when I was in the 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? I got to give it to Rakim.
Okay.
When I heard that shit,
Paid in
man,
full.
I was like, this nigga is the fucking alien.
Paid in full.
Paid in full. I ain't gonna lie. Paid in full. Paid in full.
Yeah, dog.
Paid in
It's
full.
on me. It's on me, huh? Damn. So I'm okay. Yeah, man. You know, Big Daddy Kane, man. It's funny because they still had that same like hardcore flow with Rakim, man.
Yeah.
I think certain joints on that Paid in Full album, man. He just had songs. He has songs on that Paid in Full album, man. They still rock to this day when you see him live. He can just rock that Paid in Full album just forever, man.
That's what he do. That's what he do, actually.
Yeah, that's what he do. And I don't think Kane can, you know, not from song on the Lonely of the Kane right now.
Yeah.
You know, he can pluck some from there and do it. You know, of course, ain't no half stepping raw, you know. But Rakim can do that whole damn album.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, that nigga like Alex Trebek talking some sense into us, you know what I'm saying? right quick, you know what I'm saying? But you're right though, you're right. You are right. You are correct.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Hands down. So that put Kane out. Kane don't go to the next round.
Sorry, Kane. Love you, dog.
Damn,
Love
Kane.
you, bro. Love you, bro.
Shit.
My nigga. Here I am. R.A.W. Terrorist. Here to bring trouble to. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that guy, man.
Sorry, Kane, but I got to get that to the R, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's interesting, but when you think about it, man, just on how when we think about doing it in this way, how it still levels to it. You know, even being, it's just like you know, using the analogy like Margie said, like he's talking about basketball players. It's like it's good players, but then when you go to that next, and you take it to that next level of the game.
Yep.
Right. Did that. That paid in full. Yeah, it did that.
But real talk, though, I mean, just real talk, I don't appreciate walking into this ambush, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't, like after I got on the phone with y'all, I'm about to listen to all this music for the rest of the night until I go to sleep. But I didn't know this was what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, dog?
Hey, that's the best shit because we got raw answers, raw data up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
It's authentic. That's what it's all about. So Swift, go ahead and say what we got left. So we got Rakim, he moved on, and then who do we have left on the wheel?
We got Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted. You know what I'm saying? We got Yo Bum Rush the Show with the illest album cover ever. You know, we got LL Cool J Radio, heavy 808 release, 85 type hookup, and then we got the DOC. No one could do it better.
Then we got KRS-One, Criminal Minded, moved on to the next round. And of course, we ended off with Rakim, the R, Paid in Full album, moving on to the next round. So to the next episode, we're going to finish this battle of the solo classic albums of all time from 86 to 90. And then we'll move on to 91 to the next 5 years, 91 to 96.
Yeah, we're going to cover the whole
group
greatest eras in hip hop.
Man, when you look for who left, man, I wonder who's going to be the top. I'm going to listen to them albums too. Then you see whoever left, who's going to be the top one. I still got my pick though. My pick's still in here. My pick's still on. My pick is still on, man. My pick is still on. So to the next note, we out.
We out.
Thank you for watching Mic Check with your host the Don and Swiftus Wolfgang Funkellwerk. This episode will be continued. Peace and love for real hip hop.